Even though you may be in the fire and you're feeling like nothing is going the way you plan, or you're feeling low or insignificant, or you're feeling down, know that God is always with you. He has a plan, so don't give up on yourself. Hi guys, this is Recovery with Jill B. I want to share with you this story I heard years ago. It's the teacup story. I'm going to paraphrase it some, okay? There was this couple and they loved to travel. They was traveling and they went into this antique shop. They saw this teacup sitting high up on the shelf. And they was like, oh my God, how beautiful. And they just fell in love with it. So they asked the young lady if they could, they could see it. So she got the teacup down, and as she put the teacup in their hand, the teacup began to talk. I have not always looked like this. There was a time when no one wanted me. I was not attractive at all. I was just a large clay. But the master potter came along and began to mold and reshape me. He picked this teacup up and he began to pat it. The teacup said, "Stop, what are you doing? That hurt." The teacup said, leave me alone. But he looked at the teacup and he said, "Not yet." He put the teacup on a wheel and he began to spin it all around. And the teacup began to where he couldn't see. The teacup thought it was going crazy. He said, "Let me off here. I cannot take this." But the potter looked at the teacup and said, "Not yet." All the patting, all the molding, all the squeezing, and all the pinching had given the teacup a new shape. The potter was not done. Suddenly, he put the teacup into this hot furnace. It was hot. The teacup said, "I'm gonna die. This is going to kill me." He said, "Let me out. Let me out. Do you not love me at all? Why are you doing this? If you love me, you will let me out." The potter just looked through the glass and he said, "Not yet." Finally, he took the teacup out. He set it on the shelf. He began to paint the teacup and change its color from gray to a pretty blue that it is now. But the potter placed the teacup back into the furnace. And it was hot, so he was pleading with the master potter, "Let me out, let me out." The potter just sighed and said, "Not yet." One day, the door finally opened, and he took the teacup out, and he placed it on the shelf to cool. He handed the teacup a mirror, and the teacup looked at itself, and he was like, "I cannot believe how beautiful I am." The teacup had changed. And he said, "I'm beautiful. Everybody wants me now. There was a time when no one wanted me. No one liked me or paid me any attention. They kicked me all around. They walked all over me. Now I'm special." But he looked at them and he said, "But I was not always this way. I have not always been this beautiful." The moral of this story is picture yourself as the teacup and God as the potter. Even though you may be in the fire and you're feeling like nothing is going the way you plan, or you're feeling low or insignificant, or you're feeling down, know that God is always with you. He has a plan. So don't give up on yourself. Mental health is different for everyone, and it looks different for everyone. Never imagine yourself to be insignificant, because in God's eyes, you are so highly esteemed that the Almighty God has designed a unique calling just for you. Do not hold it in, and please do not sit in it alone. Don't give up on yourself. If you or someone you know are struggling emotionally, please and you need to talk to someone, they have free lifelines that you can call or text. And this texts are called 988. And if you're implored, seek your human resources. And they also have this app, and it's called BetterHelp. I'm going to leave you with this verse from Matthew 19:26, and it's coming from the New Living Translation. It says, Jesus looked at them intently and said, humanly speaking, it is impossible, but with God, everything is possible. Talking about our emotional struggles is the first step to recovery. I know you can do it. You are not alone in this. If you need our assistance, please feel free to reach out. Please make sure you like this video and share it with a friend or a loved one. Goodbye for now. Know that I love you and I mean it.